Alrighty then. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Truth Train. This is where you get your post-Christmas content.
And this is the original Truth Train, not those knockoffs that everyone else is
Yeah, a lot of people are now copying our concept.
Our format. Yeah.
Our proof of concept.
Yeah.
And don't buy into it. Like, it's a lot of people from Eastern Europe. One guy with a black shirt and another guy with sunglasses. And they were like, trying to be crazy.
Yeah, they're trying to find the truth, but they can't.
They can't find it.
No, they don't have the equipment.
So, first of all, let's just get the elephant out of the room before we start talking about what's happened since the last time.
Right.
What kind of operation do you run around here? Because when you and your team that works at this studio, I came in here and nothing is charged. No lights are set up, like nothing at this $1 million studio that you have.
On this famous oil tanker.
And there's nothing prepared. And this is besides you helping your people edit the program.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only job you guys have, is have everything charged and ready to go.
Mm.
And also when you're and let's be honest here for a second, and the audience should thank you, and that you're the guy who's like, when are we making the podcast? It has to come out on time. You're the one who wants to be consistent.
Yeah.
So if you want the podcast on time, you're the guy you have to thank. So that aside, charging.
Yeah.
You're not really good at charging,
Right.
are you? Because you knew that this was going to happen. And you said, okay, 2 o'clock. Okay, are you coming? Next day. Are you ready? Should we make a pod? And yesterday you said, do you want to make a... You wouldn't have the phones wouldn't be ready even.
Listen.
If we did it yesterday, it wouldn't. You be, oh yeah, fuck, I forgot the charge. You want water with sparkle?
Right. In the long, long history of this podcast, I've never once failed to charge. I just ended up in an emergency situation.
But how?
Well, I promised that I would bake cakes for like 3-4 people.
Right.
Who are celebrating sober time.
Right.
Which is a very sane thing to do. I am kind of an authority on cakes when it comes to like sober cakes. So anyway, I'm making like 4 of those, right? And I'm buying ingredients, a lot of stuff going on. Also, I like to cater as a hobby. So I'm catering a couple of functions too. There's a lot of shopping for that. And then earlier today, I went to go get acupuncture. And then I stopped by this...
You go and
then
go to that shit?
And then I stopped by this cinnamon bun shop.
Right.
And I just caught myself I couldn't stop buying them. And I just kept eating and eating and eating cinnamon buns. And I kind of got...
How many have you had?
I don't know, maybe 3 or 4.
Really?
Yeah, but I caught myself in sort of like a...
Aren't you supposed to be... Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I caught myself in kind of like a haze, And then suddenly I woke up from like my trance. And I was like, oh my God, the charging,
You were sitting there alone eating 3 or 4?
No, I was eating them on the bus. And on the train, and on the tram.
That's so sad.
No, I took one bun for each transportation, segment.
Yeah, it's like a homage, it's a ritual.
I'm honoring the transportation system.
I'm honoring over here.
Yeah, I am.
Look at me. I'm getting bigger by the trip.
I could tell people were jealous because they were looking.
Yeah, jealous. Who's that homeless guy eating his dinner in form of a cinnabon?
No, they knew. They knew what was going on.
But you brought some of your sugary goods here.
Of course, because this is now a mukbang show. We have to. If you want to be on the internet, you have to be eating stuff constantly.
Yeah, we've told these people before. In not North Korea, they don't have those kind of shows,
right?
Because they don't have food to eat.
Yeah,
which is a sad story.
Mm-hmm.
But in South Korea, there are people who make millions of dollars just putting on the webcam and eat food on YouTube or whatever the equivalent over there is. And they just make a lot of money just eating soup. And people like watch, tune in, give money.
I actually meet a lot of young people when I go around to the institutions talking about getting clean and stuff. And they always go like, I don't know what to do with my life. I have no direction, right? I don't know what I'm doing. And I always tell them, eat on the internet. Get your phone, turn it on yourself, and eat until you collapse.
Why do they ask you, when it comes to the...
Because obviously they look at me and say, this guy's achieving great things.
Yeah, were you the guy who were eating Cinnabons on the train? Can I have some... Can you give me some advice about life? Sure. I have to chew a little bit more.
No, there was a lot of that, yeah.
Okay, let's see what you got.
No, but they could tell. Great things were happening.
How many did you buy?
I don't know, just 8.
Just 8?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, you have problems, dude.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I hate to say it. I don't like to say it.
No. I have solutions. I don't have problems. Tell me that's not the greatest thing you've ever had. I've considered a new lifestyle where I fast for 4 days in a row, and then I eat 24 of those for 2 days in a row, and then I don't eat for another 4. And I cycle like that for like a year until I can get that out of my system. I mean, come on.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. What, are you out of your mind? This is no time to play it cool. The people need to know what's going on. Yeah.
I mean, if these came out of the oven, I mean, people would die.
Do you want to hear something that's totally insane that I shouldn't even be saying, but I'm gonna?
They came out of the oven, but you waited for them to come out of the oven.
Oh, no. Those are a league of their own. That's fine. Remember how we talked about butter dough Cinnabons? Usually, like butter dough in the store, it's just a bunch of like canola oil and weird, just preservatives, stuff like that. In Sweden, they have a sheet of pure butter and flour, butter dough. You can just hop in your car, drive to Sweden, buy 6 kilos of that dough, smear on the butter, sugar, and cinnamon, roll your own, and just, you could have diabetes by next Thursday.
Should I remind you, we are on an oil tanker in international waters. Why the fuck would I drive to Sweden? Which is a country not very...
Very far away from us. We're closer to Indonesia. But tell me about that cinnamon bun.
It's good.
It's so good, isn't it?
I thank you.
Do you understand why they were jealous of me on the train?
Yes.
Yeah. They're looking at me going, man, I wish I had a piece of that. And then one guy nudges the other guy and go, hey, you know all your problems in life? Go ask him. He must know what he's doing.
Obviously, he has a secret.
Obviously, he's got a program, right?
Okay, I will rate and review this, but tell me about your Christmas. What happened? Christmas Day. The family gathered around. You woke up. What happened?
I just started making food. I had to make 2 cakes, a filling for a burrito kind of thing I was making. I had to make Italian meatballs, and I had to just make a bunch of stuff. I was going to make food for like 27 people. So I was just cooking day and night like a hero.
27.
27, yeah.
Who's the people?
Fine, it was 11, but it felt like 27. You know? It's just, it's so funny. Like, I'm trying to tell a story here. Stop ruining it with facts. You know what I mean? Because if I say 11, people go, oh, that's not so bad. You know what I mean? But it felt like 27. So then people can more relate to the 11 people if they feel the pressure of 27.
You know, that's not how the world works.
If you're telling a story, it's how it works.
Yeah, but it's just a story. This is about your life. What happened?
Okay, anyway, so I baked a couple of cakes and made a tiramisu. Had the meatballs. I had a pastry puff situation with brie, walnuts, apricots, honey, flat leaf parsley. That was one concoction. It was a huge table, right? Okay? And it was just completely supervised by me. And I was just cooking day and night, basically. And it was an enormous success. And then my whole family gathered together and they said, we would give you an award if that existed.
Did they say that they were proud of you?
No.
But
other than that, I put together a quiz also
Because it is kind of like you're trying to get some, what do you call it? Praise.
Recognition.
Yeah, recognition, praise from your family.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know what? You did good. We forgive you now
It's-
of all the pain you've cost us.
It sounds like it, but actually it's something totally different.
Is it?
It was a couple of years ago when I was at a family gathering and someone had baked a cake. And that cake was an apple cake. And it was the driest thing I've ever come across. And then somebody took a bite of that apple cake and looked at me and said, an apple cake is supposed to be dry. And that's when my whole brain just like, what? Like
It's
it just
supposed to be dry. What?
an insane person, obviously. And that's when I started to realize that most people, if they're making food, it's just an ordeal. They need to like just get it over with. Like, oh, whatever, just follow the recipe, And then somebody says, hey, we're missing an ingredient. They go, oh, it's not that important. Whatever, just get it over with. So I needed to get all these people out of the kitchen so that I could make something that is worthy of being called a Christmas brunch.
Lock those doors.
Right?
Protect me.
Yeah. And
Because I'm making cake.
Yeah, but anyway, so if I can take over the entire process, then people can't come in there with their bad ideas.
Right.
Like, oh, whatever, it's not that important. Semolina flour is the same thing as flour. It's like, what, are you out of your fucking mind?
Apple cake's supposed to be dry.
I know.
I never heard about that.
I know, but that's obviously because the person who made this apple cake made it dry, right? And so they just needed to rationalize their own terrible choices.
Apples are wet, just like by being an apple. Yeah. And it's in a cake. And it's like doughy and wet and everything.
It's the butter ratio. But anyway, I had a really bad experience last Christmas. So this year I didn't put out my one Santa. That was the big difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So your family, they don't hate you, but they don't praise you or give you any recognition for your good doings.
I've worked my way up to neutral now.
Wow.
I know.
I mean, people would kill to be at neutral.
People kill each other every day to achieve neutral.
I mean, people would love to be Switzerland, right?
They would.
And they move there sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so your family saw you make food and you made stuff but here's the problem from the beginning here. When you say 27 people and then it was 11, like how are we supposed to trust you with any information when you keep like, I made the most beautiful thing, and then like, did you? No, it was okay, but the story becomes better if I lie.
No. It's always just about quantity. Okay, so can I give you a good example?
Yes.
So I was filming on a boat in Canada in 2007 for Coors Light, and at that one party, it was like a houseboat, whatever. And then we went on to land, and a bunch of guys got really mad at me. Okay, and so. They kicked down the door to this bar, and there was like 16 guys ready to like destroy me. There was actually 3, but it felt like 16. So the only thing I'll ever exaggerate is the numbers, because people go like 3, that's not so many. I saw 3 people once at a bakery. People don't get it. So in order to create the visual impact of the tsunami of force I was up against, right, emotionally.
No, okay, but so that means that all of your numbers are always exaggerated, which means that if you feel pain, what's your number? Like from 1 to 10, what is your pain? It's 12. Because you if it happens to you, it feels much more.
No. It's about
your pain is harder than anyone else's pain.
Right. Well, look. Let me put it to you this way. If you're laying in a foxhole in the Ardennes, okay? It's 1944. It's cold, okay?
It's really cold.
And then suddenly 25 Tiger tanks are coming at you, packed with SS soldiers, okay? 25. The amount of fear you have is intense. Now, if you're going to try to explain that to some 13-year-old idiot sitting at home with like covered in blankets playing a Nintendo Game Boy, like, oh my God, I'm having a nice time, then you have to say you were up against 2,500 Tiger tanks for this person to understand your plight. You understand?
I understand, but I disagree.
Okay.
Because it's insane. It's an insane way to walk around in life, just be exaggerating everything and expecting people to take you seriously.
But it's not about the numbers. It's about creating the emotion within them. It's what good storytellers do.
It's about the numbers, because when you go around lying about the numbers, creating this visual effect by numbers,
Yeah, but
nobody believes your fucking stories anymore.
it's just the numbers. If I make a cake that was delicious, it was delicious. I'll never lie about the deliciousness.
I don't know.
You do
Because
know.
you said it was 27 people who loved it, but it actually was 2. And then, yeah, but I need more people to confirm the apple cake. You see what I'm getting at?
I think it's an irresponsible thing to destroy a good story by telling the truth.
Well, here's the thing I would say. Well, it is the fucking truth train. And you keep lying about numbers. No, I'm not lying. I'm just exaggerating. Yes. Hey, Your Honor, he's not a murderer. He just exaggerated his stabbings.
Yeah, but you don't understand. I'm lying for the right reasons. Everyone else is lying for the wrong reasons.
Anyway, back to food. I'll tell you this. I've hated you many times. Okay?
Thanks.
That's no secret. I've hated you because, one concrete time I was supposed to visit you and some people at a mountain. It was X Games or whatever it was. And I was supposed to piggyback and get some free stuff and, just go skiing and stay at your cabin and whatnot. Complete taking advantage of a person, basically. Me of you.
Nice.
Yeah. And you couldn't explain where the fucking cabin was. No, it's to the left, and then you see a tree, and then there's some white snow somewhere. What the fuck? No, it's up, and then but it feels down again a little bit. It's just like what? Who's on crack giving me directions?
Right.
So anyway, I found the place. I came in. I was fucking furious. I was steaming, raging. I was hungry. I was mad. It took way too long to find this fucking place. People had to run down. Normal people give like, it's this area, it's this house, and whatever.
Right.
And I came in, and you said, yeah, but I made some dinner. Yeah, fuck your dinner, and fuck you, and fuck everyone.
Right.
And then, yeah, but it's a what is it called? Skank? Lamb? Shank.
Lamb shank.
And I had the lamb shank. It was the best lamb shank I've ever had. Wow. And I said, who made this? And you were lying on the couch, upside down in another dimension. Whatever. It was horrible to watch. It was like watching a plane crash in slow motion.
Right.
Families were dying.
Right.
And I said, no. Who made this? No, I made this. And then I had to ask, and I had to ask the other people around there. And it wasn't 27. There were 2 other people.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, listen, you guys are honest. That guy is tripping over there. I don't know what the fuck his problem is.
Right.
He can't give directions. He can't be a human being. His parents and family, I guess everybody should hate him. Mm. So who made this lamb shank? Mm. And they said, no, it's this thing, this sitting, slowly dying.
This sloth. Yeah.
Sloth, this dying creature.
Yeah, in the
he made this food. And I said, no, this was made by Jesus. Where is he?
Yeah, right.
And it was you. And I was, and I've been a devout Christian ever since.
That's extraordinary. You know what a great idea would be? The first thing that pops to mind is a lot of people getting divorced these days. Yep. Imagine a reality show. Cook your way out of your
misery. Or divorce. Okay, yeah.
Divorce, yeah.
Same thing.
So anyway, they pair you up with a master chef, and then you learn how to cook, beef Wellington, like really stuff where people just go, what? I'm losing it.
Yeah.
And then you would think that whoever can get the wife to say, I don't want to get a divorce at the end.
Yeah, so you have to bait your way out of the divorce. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But you would think that the winner would be whosever wife says, okay, I don't want to get a divorce, right? Yeah. But it's not. It's actually the person who goes insane from pleasure.
Okay, it had to be a switcheroo, yeah. But if we take away your last comment there.
No, but listen, and she loses all her rights because she's locked up against her will. Okay, so she's not. Hold on. So she's not able to go through with the divorce.
Yeah, we get it. You get it.
That's a show.
You're the only one who's enjoying that. Listen, I think you're onto something.
Thank you.
There is a lot of problem in marriage.
Yeah.
If you're married, you have to fight and work hard to keep it floating.
Yeah.
You have to. I don't know. I've read about it, heard about it, and people can't do it. Listen, the best people we've ever had got divorced. Stephen Hawking, he was divorced. Did you know that?
I did not know.
He got divorced.
Right.
He got a new wife. She married him. And then the other guy, you know who that is?
Einstein.
Yes.
Yeah.
He got divorced.
Yeah.
He could find the black hole, solve the universe and everything. He found the universe, basically.
He found it.
He found it.
Mm-hmm.
But he couldn't keep his wife. Right? So it's hard. Even the smartest people can't do it.
Like DeSoto discovered the Mississippi.
But he also got divorced.
Einstein discovered the universe.
Yeah. But all of them got divorced. Do you think Christopher Columbus, when he went over to America, did his wife... when he came back, like, hey, I found another continent. Yeah, just sign here, please.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Divorce? I found America, a pot of gold. I have slaves now who can give us gold forever. We don't have to work.
Yeah, look underneath the ship.
Yeah, look, there's people in gold.
Yeah.
It's for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I've been lonely for a couple of months now, so I don't think this is going to work for me. So he got divorced.
Right. So how do you stop a divorce from happening?
Well, then we're back to your show, because I think a lot of people get divorced because they're seeing something that is not going to change. I don't like this, and this is not going to change. That's the problem.
Right.
But if you are in a horrible situation, but you know that there may be a possibility around the corner, you keep hanging on a little bit more. Right? Like you're together with a guy, there's a lot of problems. Maybe there's financial. That's a big one. People get divorced because of financial problems.
Right.
They don't, and he has the same job and the same low IQ and everything, right? Nothing's going to change. But if you're together with a guy, but you know that there's some money maybe coming, and when that money comes, then then I can actually breed, I can work a little bit less, we can have a nicer place, we can actually have friends over for dinner, which was my dream.
Right.
And now the thing is that if your guy is not really changing in any way, he's not learning any new skills, let's say he doesn't know how to cook. But if he then goes on your program, where, of course, you are hosting for some strange reason.
Of course.
They come on there, you show them how to make a cake, how to make the shank, how to make the chicken, the barbecue, the Korean beef, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then, like, they come home to their wife, and the wife comes home like, oh, I'm so tired. I can't take this. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I had 2 jobs and fucking the kids and the thing. And he's like, you know what? I got a pumpkin pie soup for you. I don't know if that's a thing, but let's say it is.
Yeah.
For the sake of argument.
Right.
Like, what? I learned a new skill. Yeah, but you've been gone for like 2 days and you just told me you couldn't. Yeah. I've been taking this cooking course with this guy who's obviously waiting for the end of the world. But that's another story entirely.
Yeah.
But this fucking guy, he showed me how to make a Mongolian chicken.
Yeah. That's what he showed you.
What? Mongolian chicken? You know I love Mongolian chicken.
That's right.
I dreamt about the Mongolian and the chicken. And he's, yeah, but I have it now. You learned a new skill?
Yeah.
Okay, and then she takes the divorce papers and kind of like, okay, I'll wait.
I'll pocket them for now.
Yeah, I'll put them in.
Let's try some of this chicken.
Yeah, and then like, wow. So he's changed.
You know, can I also just say, as the host of the show, have you ever seen the show Love is Blind? Love is Blind, there's a couple who host it. And they've been married for a long time. They're like, experts on marriage. You know what I mean? And they walk on the show like, hey, everybody, welcome to Love is Blind. Marriage is not easy. That kind of stuff. So I would walk on with my wife, and who's constantly eating.
Right.
And it's me pointing out, like, the second she stops eating, she's taking out those divorce papers. So I got to keep fucking, it's a fire that I got to put out every minute,
Keep feeding her.
Yeah, and she's just
and
sitting
as soon as you see, she grabs, like, hey, got some
hey, you got some cherry pie.
Hey, cherry pie for you.
And then you put some whipped cream on it,
Right. And she's like, yeah, okay.
All right. I'll give it another 2 minutes. So it's a minute by minute thing.
And then she becomes so fat she can't reach into her pocket because like it's too much fat going on.
And that's when you've solved the problem.
Right.
And but I do I do think you can cook your way out of a lot of things. But at the end of the day, I think for some marriages, that movie Beauty and the Beast? I think a lot of women, they want a beast they can tame. So imagine you're this guy who gets more and more like, yes, honey. Oh, I'll fix the car. I'll fix I'll hang up curtains. I'll do the. He's like, he's not a beast anymore. I've totally tamed him. What an idiot.
Yeah.
So then there should be another guy who comes in as these guys are learning to cook. They're also taking tons of Anavar and Trenbolone and Primobolan and testosterone and human growth hormone. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Here we go again.
And by the end, not only do they like make a cheesecake and present it to the woman, but they need to be chained to the wall, or they'll like kill people.
How do they make the food if they're chained to the wall?
Well, no. They unchain themselves to make the pie, but then they need to be.
Yeah, they take the beast and unchain them in the kitchen. Hey, beast, make me some cherry pie over there.
Yeah.
Like, of course. And then they chain him back up again.
And that's when the rage comes back. But I'm just saying, like,
did you see Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Yeah, like he was cooking meth, but he was like chained to he had chains on him.
Yeah.
So he was like just locked in.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. And I think women like the idea of a man that they can fix. And once you become fixed, then it's not interesting anymore.
Yeah, but some men have too many problems,
And they're the ones who don't get divorced.
Because women don't want to buy a car where they have like, okay, what's wrong now? What is this lamp? What does this light say? I don't know what it means.
No, but they like it if it's like an aggressive guy with a lot of money who's constantly fighting people.
Locked inside or chained to a wall.
Chained to the kitchen at least.
At least.
Continuously cooking.
Right.
So continuously presenting new food while getting bigger and bigger and bigger on the roids,
Right.
I think that combo might work.
Yeah, it sounds like love.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. These people getting divorced. I love the idea of being like a relationship counselor person.
You.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it would be pretty great.
Do you have any credentials on that area?
I don't know. I'm pretty curious.
I don't think that's.
No, but I think you keep asking them questions.
Yeah, I think you need more than that.
I don't know. I think they figure it out on their own once they answer enough questions.
Really?
Don't you?
No.
Okay.
I think you need to know something more.
You know what you should do though, realistically? Is just give them both an ecstasy pill and then go, I'm leaving the room.
There we go.
And you lock them in there and turn on some Barry White. Yeah? And then you come back in and they go, you're a genius. And they're still high on, and like they're making out in your office and everything. And you put them in a wheelbarrow.
Just shut your mouth.
You roll them
shut your mouth right now.
You roll them in the parking lot and dump them out there. Next. And it's just all these super happy people squirming all over each other, like making out in the parking lot. It's like, wow, they must really be doing great stuff in there.
I have a fear
in
life that I'm going to be 75 years old and you calling me and having these fucking conversations.
What's wrong with these conversations?
Then, you never really changed, did you?
What are you talking about?
You were stuck in some gear. Like why aren't you like dead? Why don't they kill you?
Yeah, but you'll be saying that from your deathbed, so you'll be dying. But my enthusiasm has kept me alive.
If I'm dying and you call, I will be happy to die.
What's so wrong about this? These are the great ideas nobody dares to think about.
I should be a couples therapist. I give them drugs and then dump them in a parking lot from my wheelbarrow. Do you ever listen to yourself?
It's great.
But you need. I'm seriously. I'm being serious. You need surgery. Like somebody needs to get in your head and start cutting.
Oh God, that's funny. That is so funny. Oh wow, that'd be so great. Hey, another thing that could be pretty extraordinary, right? Is I've always had this idea, and I think it's a pretty good one, okay? And I remember sitting at university. It was a really upscale finance kind of university, you know. Everyone studied economics. Everyone was all proper and everything. And I remember I had this idea for a company called Street Cred Incorporated. And what you would do is you would go to them and you'd pay the money, okay? Say $15,000. And then I'd be sitting at the university, you know, studying in the library. 7 cops would come in with shields and bazookas and, like AK-47s and everything, and treat you like the most dangerous criminal ever, and drag you out of there and put you in a Hannibal Lecter out, you know, one of those things.
You need to shut up.
No, but listen.
You need to shut up.
All I'm saying
I'm trying.
I'm just saying that could save a marriage.
As a grown man.
That could save a marriage.
To another grown man, supposedly.
Right.
Can we have a conversation about fucking Christmas?
It was a good Christmas.
I ask you, how was your Christmas? And you're talking about people in wheelbarrows, you fucking idiot.
Oh, man, that's good stuff.
Shit.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
But look, just to finish the thought, and then we can go back.
I don't think you have to.
But don't you get it?
Yes, I do get it. It's insane.
No, but your wife sees you get arrested, and like you have this secret life, and then the fake cop comes to her and says, "You don't even want to know what this guy's been doing." She goes, "Really? Tell me more." You know, I'm just saying, there's a lot of possibilities to fix this. You just got to be creative.
Fix what?
The marriage.
Oh, getting arrested by people with bazookas. Fucking.
Yeah, because your wife now, because look,
yes.
she's fantasizing about a mafia boss or something, right? But not knowing that you were the mafia boss the whole time.
Right.
Now, here's the best part. When you get arrested, they tell, like, he's going into solitary for the next 4 weeks until we can find all his bank statements in the Bahamas. And then they send you, to a golf resort in Hawaii.
All right.
And all your friends are waiting there with a case of beers.
Okay, so with your family on Christmas Eve,
Yeah?
you got any presents?
Yeah, I got a non-stick frying pan.
All right, okay. That's not bad.
It's not bad. Hey, you know, Chef Marco Pierre, who's my hero,
Okay.
he says you should never wash a non-stick frying pan.
Why is that? Like with soap, or you need to wash it?
You put water on it, you just dry it off.
Right. But okay, so some washing, but not soap.
Not soap, not a thing.
Right.
It's just you. Yeah.
Okay.
And he also,
but I've heard good things about steel pans.
I thought you were going to say I've heard good things about soap.
I've heard good things about what is it called?
Steel pan?
Stainless steel.
Okay. So
Stainless steel.
yeah.
What about them?
I don't know. It's kind of difficult. You got to get really high temperatures, you know, to make things not stick. And there's oil and it's a bunch of stuff.
I have heard the opposite.
I want DuPont.
DuPont, they're the people who destroyed the world.
Yes.
With Teflon.
I want them in my frying pan, you know, with that wonderful non-stick.
DuPont, wasn't that the guy who killed the guy in the movie?
I think DuPont was the guy who was addicted to cocaine, and he had all these wrestlers living at his house.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
The Steve Carell movie.
Yeah.
And he shot some guy.
Yeah, because he was so paranoid from the cocaine.
That was the problem?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Well, I mean, maybe he was just paranoid, and the cocaine played no role
Helped
in it.
him.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Okay, did you get anything else interesting? Non-stick pan, and did you get a knife?
I got a whisk.
Whisk, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So good things for everyone. What about you? What'd you get?
Not much. Some socks, some soap.
You've heard good things about soap.
Yeah, and we don't do the gift thing. We're too grown up. There's no kids there. Just we eat food, and then it's like, here's a couple of socks and soap and a beanie.
Okay.
That's it.
Speaking of being a grown-up, is it okay to color your beard?
Is it okay to color your beard?
Like, what's less socially acceptable? Graying or coloring? For a man. Okay?
It is I think it's a complicated question.
Thank you.
It's a complicated, yeah.
It requires more than a therapist office at a wheelbarrow. I'm sorry. Okay, yes. Please go on.
Have you seen the one of the guys or both of them? I guess ABBA.
Yeah.
They are like they're
75.
probably 80, but like they're trying to pretend that they're like 30.
Yeah.
And they still do like that. Like, hey, yeah, I'm still young. Look at my really black beard and my black hair. And they're old and like it just looks weird.
Ringo Starr, too. He's like 87.
And he's doing that same thing, right? He coloring his beard. But for him, it's like at least like, by the way, the fact that he's 77, he looks fucking great.
Yeah.
He looks fucking great.
And he did more drugs than Elton John.
There you go.
So
and didn't get shot.
No, Elton John.
And didn't get shot?
Not John Lennon.
No, yeah, both of them didn't get shot.
Right.
Yeah. But the point is,
what about the coloring? I mean, you can't color, in my opinion.
Yeah, but there's a limit. There's an age limit when you have to stop the coloring.
So you can color a little. There's a grace period.
If you have like a little bit gray, I'll look the other way when it comes to the coloring.
Will other people though? Will society?
But if your hair is like these are the questions when it comes to like the hair, right? Because if you color your beard, it has to look like you haven't.
Yeah,
that's the only deal, I think.
It's like the same rules with a toupee.
But there's a lot of work. Like it grows fast, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
Nicolas Cage does it too, you know.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
But again, and it looks strange because he's like, he's old now, and his hair is too black or whatever the color is.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So you have to. I mean, Tom Cruise, he has figured it out.
Okay.
And same with Johnny Depp, actually, during the trial, because he's like 60, and Tom Cruise is like 66
or something.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, let me Google that.
Yeah. While I'm on the subject, just quick fire. What about eyebrows? Do you need to trim those a lot?
Don't change the subject quite yet.
Okay, yeah.
We got to get the numbers correct.
Right.
So Tom Cruise is 63.
Okay.
So he has brown hair.
Uh-huh.
And the same Johnny Depp has brown hair too.
Right.
But they're both getting old. If they stop coloring their hair, you would see, oh, they're 60 years old, right? So Tom Cruise, he has like blonde hair. It's like you know, it's starting to look like it's obvious.
It's starting to look strange.
It's starting to get there.
Right.
But you can buy yourself a lot of time with the hair. You can buy, I mean, as a man, you can probably buy yourself 15 extra years, but just coloring the hair.
Buy yourself what kind of time?
Look younger time. Yeah, because of the hair. But if your beard, but you have to shave the beard. You have to take it off.
Right.
You have to walk around without the beard. You need the beard, by the way? Why do you need the beard?
I'm just saying, like, if you have the beard, I mean, the beard is what reveals things the fastest. But then again, what's the name of that comedian guy who went gray in his 20s? Your favorite. Father of the Bride. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, yeah, Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. I mean, he went gray in his 20s.
Yeah.
And nobody cared about his grayness.
Yeah, and also, like, the thing about him is that when he grays that young, he looks younger longer for the people who knows him.
Right.
Because he's always had that gray hair.
Right.
But if you don't know him and you meet him in his mid-30s, you think he's older.
Right.
Because you don't know who it is, right? So who's this old man? No, he's 35. It's Steve Martin. He's 23.
Right.
We're in limbo land.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the coloring of the beard, I don't know. It's a tough sell. You have to. I think the best thing would be just take it off.
Yeah.
Just be clean.
Just take it off, huh?
Be clean. Yeah. On the top there, you can do that for several years.
Have you seen the new kid who's all over the internet who's going to lengthen his whole body by like 6 inches to become really tall? And he takes testosterone all the time, and to keep his weight in check, he smokes meth 3 times a week, and he calls it He calls it like looks maxing. He's like, because people are like, aren't you afraid that smoking crystal meth will make you into an addict? He's like, no, it's just part of my looks maxing routine. You know?
Okay. Looks maxing is the practice of maximizing one's physical attractiveness through holistic approach involving fitness, grooming, fashion, skincare, posture,
And meth.
sometimes cosmetic procedures.
Right.
Originating from incel forums, but popularized on TikTok as a way to level up one's appearance.
Right.
While it can involve healthy habits like diet and exercise, it also includes more extreme, potentially dangerous methods like bone smashing, often fueled by insecurity and societal beauty standards, leading to concerns about body dysmorphia.
Can you just quickly Google crystal meth for looks maxing, or like crack cocaine for looks maxing? I think it's crack cocaine, yeah. And this, just get a picture of that guy. He's got brown hair.
Crack cocaine.
Crack cocaine for looks maxing.
Nothing comes up.
There's not a guy?
There's not a guy. I don't know.
Anyway.
There's no guy. It's just a no.
Looks maxing.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what George Clooney said? He said, just make the best of what you got.
Hey, that's easy for him to say. What the fuck? Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to work with what you got. Yeah, you fucking fuck.
Right.
Like, that guy was a sex star or whatever it is.
Sex symbol.
Sex symbol when he was like in his 20s on ER. It was which was just a show on TV. It's just like, look at him. And he was like being a silver fox because he was like brown hair, and his like late 20s he became gray.
Yeah.
And then he had like authority. And yeah, he's a silver fox and he's like handsome and stuff. You have to work with what you got. His perfect jawline, teeth, nose, everything.
Yeah, he's in the Nescafe commercial too.
Yeah, like fuck you.
You know, it's like a rich person saying money's not that important.
Yeah. Those fucking like, where did they get the arrogance?
Or a famous person saying, follow your passion.
What is the name of the thing when you can't remember faces of people?
Aphasia.
Aphasia, right?
Is it?
I don't know.
Okay,
But it's something along those lines.
Right.
You can't you have problems remembering people's faces.
Right.
And then of course this fucking guy Brad Pitt came out on the internet like, yeah, I suffer from facial
recognition syndrome.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, listen, why can't you just say I don't give a shit about people?
Right.
I don't remember anyone because I don't care about anyone.
Yeah.
And then, no. It's a condition.
Right.
It's a condition, or else I would remember everyone. No. You don't remember shit because you're obviously. And this is not a bad word about Brad Pitt. Like, I have nothing against him, but he doesn't have to care about people. He has all the money. He gets all the women. His life is fantastic.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to remember anyone.
Yeah.
Only the studio executives. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
And a director here and there. Do you remember Quentin Tarantino? Yes, of course, because he gives me work.
Right.
Do you remember the guy who runs Columbia Pictures? Yes, of course I remember him. He's the guy who signs the contracts. Oh, do you remember this guy who holds the microphone on your film set for the last 15 years? Never seen him before.
Right. I have a condition.
I have a condition, you see.
Yeah.
But if he gave you money, would you remember it? Yeah, I would remember him.
Yeah.
That's the only cure to my disease.
Right. Money.
Yes. Fucking hell, dude.
Facial recognition.
You gotta work with what you got.
You gotta work with
Like, you're the hottest guy, sexiest man alive, People magazine. You gotta work with what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you.
It would be funny if you're waddling around a trailer park and you're 325 pounds with, lost a leg to diabetes. I'm working with what I got.
More Snickers, more Coke. You gotta work with what you got.
Yeah, but what about this? Okay, so you can't color your beard. You should just take it off. Now, what about fake plants in your apartment?
That's quite the jump you did there.
Is it, though? Is it?
Fake plants?
Yeah. Does that come under the same kind of scrutiny as like a toupee?
What do you think, insane person?
I think that people don't appreciate fake plants.
They don't, but it's not the same.
No?
It's not the same.
Okay.
A toupee is a lie. A plant is just like convenient.
Is it?
Of course.
You mean the plant isn't a lie?
It's not a lie in the same capacity.
Right.
A toupee is you have hair. You have good DNA. I can have your children.
Right.
And then I don't have anything.
Right.
Oh my God, I'm raising kids like with a monster.
Which is a common response.
Exactly.
That's what most toupee manufacturers sell on. Try to avoid this sentence. Oh my God, I'm raising kids with a monster.
No, the slogan is "Don't be a monster."
Don't be a monster. Or like, don't let her know.
Hide your monster.
Yeah, don't let her know you're a monster.
Don't let her know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the slogan. But here's the thing. If you have a toupee, I get it. There's like, listen, hair is important. And I'm not going to be George Clooney because I do have hair. Inshallah. Okay? Thank all the gods.
God willing, yeah.
But if I lost my hair, I mean, it's over. It's done.
What does that mean?
I would just go to a war zone with a bunch of machine guns and just like fight be one man army. Like I would end it.
You would.
What's the point of living?
Right. Well, that's inspirational for all the bald men out there.
Yeah, but they are way tougher than you and me.
They are. That's true.
I mean, those people, they live with themselves.
They do.
You could never live with yourself.
No.
You would find the nearest gun and like, hey, can I test your gun?
No.
And you would like, why do you need one bullet in in the chamber? I'll show you. And then you would end it.
But what about going to Turkey?
Yeah, you could do that too.
Yeah.
With the machine guns.
Right.
No, you could do the Turkey. But I'm talking about the people who like it's impossible to even fix it.
Wow.
You know?
You're like a bowling ball.
I know actually a guy, but he had hair, but it was really like thin. But now his plugs are, and now he's rich, of course, but he has now actually a good head of hair.
Really?
Like it's actually looks like, wow, they really did a number on him. A good number.
Right.
But there's some other people you can like, yeah. And also you have to do it many times. You have to go down there many times and then go down there again. And like you have to add to it. It's a very complicated, but it is important.
What about?
And do you know whose fault it is?
What?
Sorry to say, and I don't want to be like sounding like Nick Fuentes here.
Right.
Okay. And who's Nick Fuentes? Is a guy who's have strong opinions about what women are and what they need and what they should do or be.
A winner.
Right. But okay, when it comes to listen, we're on a very interesting topic here. Women, I saw a video just the other day. There was a lineup of men. Like, who would you choose to like be in a relationship with? They don't know anything about them, but just on pure looks. The only thing they would know about them is like the name and what they do, and like an income, name, and what they do, kind of.
Yep.
A bunch of men on a line. Some men were just ordinary, maybe not pretty at all, and then a short guy. And had like a bunch of women in there, like a bunch. Like, who would you pick? I would pick him. Nobody picked the small guy.
Right.
And then they just add, but he's a multi-millionaire. Yeah, but I want him to be taller than me. And then another group came in, and like and a short guy. Yeah, he's like a multi-billionaire. Yeah, but I want a guy who's taller than me. So that is such a strong thing in women, the height thing. It's a strong thing. Mm. They will turn down billions,
right,
if he's short.
Right.
That's how much how important it is.
Right.
And so they just like, he's a multi-billionaire. He helps children and animals, and he's a philanthropist. He's like he's the world's greatest guy. Yeah. Who's the next guy next to him? He's a little bit taller. He's a homeless guy with a meth problem. Yeah, but he is tall though.
Yeah.
Like it was on that level.
Wow.
And so it just shows you how important this is.
Yeah.
And again, we're back to the boldness. Women have told me, listen, hair is important. If I see a bald guy, I run the other way.
They run.
They actually run.
Right.
I have to go. There's a family emergency.
But there's a porn star on TikTok who gives advice.
Right.
A guy. He used to be a gigolo. And he said, if you're not attractive as a man, there is another option. You can look dangerous.
Yes.
So, like, you have to look like you could kill someone.
We've talked about this.
And then they'll like you again. So baldness is unattractive to a point until you're willing to kill. You need that killer look.
Okay, but we're repeating ourselves, but we could do that with no problem here, because it's a point that has to be reiterated many times.
Many times.
If you're going bald and you're not a strong, a guy, you have to become.
Yeah.
It's either that or turkey.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do this. You have to become, are you getting bald and you're an accountant? I'm sorry, you can't be an accountant anymore.
No.
You have to become a gangster.
That's right.
It's the only way to get around this.
Mm.
Yeah, but I'm bringing home the bacon. Yeah, but you're going to be eating that bacon alone.
You know who could be bald? That Lord of War guy. Weapons, like international weapons trafficker.
Yeah. If you're a warlord, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, have at it.
Then you can be bald.
Yeah, no
but
problem.
But if you're an accountant, you can't be bald.
No, if you're a lawyer, like, hey, you're not representing me.
No.
I need a guy with hair.
Yeah.
But if you come in there, you're a strong guy. Like if a woman sees a rich lawyer representing a guy, like a thin, bald lawyer defending a strong gangster bald guy, with even his dog is on the trial.
Yeah.
For the same murder. And the dog looks like the guy. They both have the chain around their neck.
Yeah.
Big neck, right? Mm. All the women would be like, yeah, the lawyer makes money, but look at that gangster over there. Like he can punch through, concrete.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You can use him for something.
So just for the record here, just to swoop back for 1 second to a point I made earlier.
Right.
What makes guys seem really, really dangerous? Well, if a SWAT team breaks down a door with a bazooka to get you,
right,
you seem kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
So this is just kind of what I was hinting at earlier with that awesome idea called Street Cred Incorporated, where people pay money to increase their street cred to seem more dangerous.
Right.
And not only that, but like imagine, setting up like a shootout between the cops and you,
You're
squibs.
drifting.
Okay, fine.
But
fine.
anyway, so in conclusion,
The point.
The point is, coloring the beard, that's fine for a while.
If you can get away with it.
If you can get away with it. But if you see that, listen, I'm too old, I could never pull this off, get out of it.
It's not a lie if you believe it. That's the rule.
Well, okay, sure. But anyway, and if you're getting bald, there is ways around it. Get strong, get big, or go to Turkey.
Yeah, but nothing in between.
And nothing in between. Okay, people. See you on the next one. Bye.